Hey guys, welcome. Oh my gosh, I look like a mess, but anyway. I'm Christine. I'm owner and content creator of bloomingbrilliant.net, where I share educational resources, parenting advice, and of course, information about homeschooling. I'm a homeschool mom of two. I homeschool my 12-year-old daughter and my 8-year-old son right here in Brooklyn, New York, and we love to share our homeschooling journey with you. So, I promised you all daily videos for the month of August, so that means no matter what I look like, no matter what I feel like, no matter what, I'm coming to you and doing these videos. So as you can see, it's a little bit like where I'm at, whatever space I can get, my son is in the room, all these things, I'm coming to you with a video regardless. So today I'm going to quickly talk about this part of planning your homeschool, and this part that I'm talking about is evaluating your children. Now, I know a lot of us, especially as homeschoolers, we don't really believe maybe in testing, or maybe it's not belief in testing. Maybe it's just like we don't choose to do that, right? For us in New York, we have to do some standardized tests on certain grade levels and all that, but you don't have to do like as much testing as you do in traditional school. And it's a great thing, but testing isn't all bad. You know, if testing isn't like stress filled, which it shouldn't be in homeschool, then it's just really figuring out where your child, like if your child has learned anything or what level they're at. And that's what we need to find out. We need to find out what level they are at, because while they are maybe considered third grade, you know, age wise, their actual level of understanding and what they know and master might be younger, right, or older. I had this issue with my children. My daughter was really advanced for like reading and language arts, and she was like right on target for math, but then she had felt like she was not understanding the math, so we went back and we, you know, hyper focused on the earlier things, and just doing that, taking the time to evaluate your child, looking at the work that they did the previous year, seeing what they understood, what they didn't understand, working with them, because as homeschoolers, we more often than not are working alongside our children. We are seeing where they're struggling and being able to hyper focus on that and figure out, okay, so this is what they're not getting and this is what they need to understand before we can move on, will help you. So evaluating that, evaluating what their current status is, going over whatever happened last year, and figuring out where you need to spend the most of your time and energy on, if that makes sense. Like, if your child is struggling with reading, you don't necessarily want to bombard them with all this reading work, but you know to do, maybe we're going to do something daily with reading then. And that might look like you reading to them, because making books enjoyable, you know, even going a few things like focusing on picture books, even with an advanced child, would be a great way to get them interested in reading again. Taking the work out of trying to learn how to read and things like that. That's just like an aside tip because I know a lot of you guys struggle with getting your kids to read and all that. So that's some advice for that. And math, going back and doing like the easy stuff, and you could spend a day doing like easy stuff, which may like seem like a joke, but do it in a playful way, or even have your kids teaching each other, so that way, like, okay, they're not learning it, but they're not learning it, it's not their lesson because you feel like they need a better foundation, but they're teaching their siblings, so you're making sure that they learned it and that they know it and that they understand it, because teaching is a great way to check out what they know and also to help them learn it. So if they're like in the middle of learning something and they're sharing that with a younger sibling or whatever, they are cementing that thing that they learned more. My words are everywhere, but that makes sense to me. And yes, that's what I believe. Yeah, so evaluate where your child is at and then plan accordingly, and that's my tip for today when it comes to homeschool planning. So I hope you guys have a great day. I hope this little lesson helped you, or lesson, it's not a lesson, this little tip helped you. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day. Happy homeschooling. Bye.